who are actual like people who's like writing this, like the draft of TPP and all these ideas and like.
So it's the US template, the US government's template, and it's almost the same in every US free trade agreement. And how did the US government get their template?
Like NAFTA and stuff?
Yes,
okay.
with minor changes over the years. And so if you want to know who wrote the US template, we can see that the US has about 600 or 800 cleared advisors who are almost all multinational corporations, Monsanto and the big pharma companies and Hollywood, and they get to see the cleared text, the negotiating text, and they can make suggestions. And we can see their influence in other aspects of the US government's process. For example, every year the US government puts out a report about what they don't like about other countries' intellectual property laws. And they accept submissions from the big pharmaceutical companies who own the patents and everybody else. And a US law professor every year does an exercise where he compares what Big Pharma's submissions are, the patent-owning pharmaceutical companies, compared to what the US government final report is. And depending on the year, it's about 95% of the corporate submissions become the US government position. So basically the US government position is the position of their corporations.
So how do you, it's more like conceptual thing, but how do you kind of characterize those corporations who are kind of trying to make these rules for the US and the other countries?
So basically the US companies are trying to make rules that suit them, that let them get access into the Japanese market, for example insurance companies to compete with Japan Post and with Kyosei, and when they operate in foreign countries to get protected from law changes that could harm them. So basically they are making proposals that suit themselves. And you can see that these companies donate campaign financing to both political parties in the US, the Democrats and the Republicans, so they have influence whoever is elected because they have paid for their television ads to get elected.
批准されることはないと大変心強い話をいただきました。で、今日は裁判の中で原告で意見陳述をしてもらう孫崎受さんに来ていただいています。で、一言孫崎先生から。
陳述させてもらうかわからないんですけど言いたいことは申します。今日本で集団的自衛権であるとかいろんなものが起こってますけど、一番ひどいのは私 TPP だと思います。本当にこの国がおかしくなっていく。そして先ほど説明がありましたように、日本の国の裁判の最高は最高裁判所、国の意思の決定は国会、これが崩れていく。こんなことを容認しちゃいけないと思ってるんですけれども、残念ながら国民の大多数はまだ TPP が日本のためになると思ってる。この裁判、それからその他の国民運動で今後ますます TPP 反対の力をつけていかなきゃいけない、その取っかかりが今日の裁判になることを心から祈っています。どうもありがとうございます。